Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tesla weekly video for today, or should I say actually maybe delayed Tesla weekly, because usually these videos come out on Saturday. I was just sick in bed throughout the whole weekend, still recovering. Thank you very much for all the messages, getting better every single day. So, Tesla weekly video. We start with the China numbers, then go into the Europe one, and then some extra stuff I want to discuss. I mean, the contrast between Tesla China and Europe is insane. It's insane. But okay, let's talk about that. If you enjoy this type of videos, hit all the buttons, like, comment, subscribe. We still have a couple of months left of this year, so is 60,000 subscribers achievable? I think so. I think so. The goal was 50. We're already at 52. So 60. Let's try. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. So there is that. Plus, if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and hit a pin comment to the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So if we start with the Tesla weekly insured number, that number came in at 14,400. And as you can see right here, we're now entering the phase where in 2023, there was, of course, the Model 3 refresh, etc. shutdowns. So the numbers weekly came down, which should make the overlap right now, should make the 2024 numbers better than the 2023 one. Year to date, we're still down around 1.7, 1.8%. But as we continue throughout the next couple of weeks, where you see that orange-yellow line coming down and down and down, if we can continue at this pace where the orange line sits at around, well, over 14,000, we'll be up in no time. We also got the Tesla Giga Shanghai wholesale number for, well, the first 2 months of the quarter. And as you can see right now, we are currently on pace to be, well, close to the best quarter ever, based on what has happened in the past, where after 2 quarters we were over 150,000. That only happened in Q4 of 2022. Let's see what happens in the last month of that quarter. In August, we did get 86,697. As for the model mix, Giga Shanghai wholesale, we've got 56,309 Model Ys and 30,388 Model 3. For the Giga Shanghai export, that number came in at 23,241. And the Tesla sales in China per quarter and month, for the second month of the quarter, that number was 63,456. And as you can see, we are currently on track to have the best quarter. So Tesla China doing quite well. And remember, these are just Tesla Model Ys and Model 3. There's no other, well, there are some, of course, S and X, but peanuts. Model Y, Model 3. 2 models doing extremely well in a highly competitive market. Now, of course, if the rumors are true, if the reports from Tesla, the comments from Tesla are true, next year, next generation models should come out, plus a reported new refresh Model Y could also help the cause. Now, this is China. Of course, there are some great incentives there to buy Tesla cars. Yes, shouldn't be great for margins, but you want more and more Tesla cars on the road, right? Now, if we go and look at Europe, in Europe it's, well, in the biggest markets, because we're only going to look at Germany, France, and the UK right now. Next week's video will be smaller markets. Some of them are growing year over year, which are making the hits from Germany, France, and the UK feel a little bit less, but still, you'll see. In the UK, the number for August came in at 3,013 Tesla sales. Year to date, we're down 14%. If we look at Germany, the number came in at 2,370. Year to date, it's down 45%. Now, you have to know that the overall market, here we get Greg here that gives us a little bit more color. German passenger car registration figures for August 2024, big drop for BEVs year over year. BEVs are down 68.8%. Petrol cars down 7.4%. Diesel down 24.4%. Hybrid down 1.5%. Includes plugins down 6.8%. So August total is down 27.8%. Now, if we look at what Piloli provides here, you can look at August 2023. German car market with BEV adoption. You can see here BV at 32%. BV right now is at 14%. Last year, August was also the last month where you got that great incentives for business clients. So that disappeared after that. And then, of course, the year-over-year comparisons look extremely harsh, which, let's be honest, things aren't looking great in Germany, right? If we look at Tesla here, for a country where you've built a huge gigafactory, you would have thought that they would be a bit more enthusiastic to get Tesla cars and maybe get some incentives in there. But no, they're still trying to protect their legacy businesses. So yeah, okay, there is that. Switching up to France, France sales for the month of August came in at 2,523. And here as well, year to date, it's down 32%. So the difference between China and the big European countries for Tesla is quite clear. Now, for those of you that are not living in Europe, let me just tell you that Tesla cars are not cheap or not looked at in a cheap way in Europe. In the United States, you've got great incentives, and even if you look at just the pure dollar price of Tesla cars in the United States, it's much cheaper than those in Europe. So buying a Tesla car in Europe is already not cheap. Then yes, in some countries you have great financing options, so that's fine. Maybe they should do it more, but then you have the other camp saying, oh, but that will hurt margins. Correct, but again, you want to have more Tesla cars on the road, right? You can always upsell through software, FSD, autopilot, stuff like that. Plus, maybe you'll get one Tesla lover on the road that could attract more potential future Tesla clients. Could very well be. The more Teslas, the more EVs on the road, good EVs, that's important to note, good EVs on the road is going to, well, basically make sure that those that don't trust EVs, that think that EVs run out of battery in a couple of hours, they can't make road trips with it, you cannot charge, etc., that will make sure that more and more people are convinced that, oh, actually switching to EVs actually does make sense. So yes, I am for better incentives to incentivize people to buy the cars, even if in the short run you are going to hurt margins. Of course, having maybe more models, more affordable models, could definitely help the cause. Maybe that's what will happen with the next generation vehicle. Could very well happen. Anyways, moving on. Switching to one side of the business that is doing quite well, and that's of course the Tesla energy business. So Tesla has secured 4 new Tesla Megapack orders worth combined $450 million in Georgia, United States. Georgia Power secured a battery and equipment supply agreement, BESA, with Tesla for a 500 megawatt, 2000 megawatt hour BESS portfolio made up of 4 projects of varying sizes under development by the investor-owned utility. So, another good news for the Tesla energy business, which in my opinion will just continue to grow and become a huge part of the Tesla story. Then we've got my favorite Tesla semi-drone operator who found out that, well, there are 26 brand new Tesla semis fresh off the prototype production line that would probably go to, well, Pepsi or some other clients for some testing, but things are moving in the right direction for the Tesla Semi. Then moving on to something else that maybe took a little bit more time, and that's the 4680 cells. So according to some reports here, Panasonic Energy is ready to mass produce 4680 cells in Japan for Tesla and other automakers. On Monday, September 9, Panasonic Energy stated it finalized preparation for the mass production of 4680 cells. It sent 4680 samples to automakers that already partner with the company. Panasonic Energy is waiting to hear from the automakers before starting 4680 production. The Japanese battery supplier renovated a plant in Wakayama to produce 4680 cells. The Wakayama factory is expected to have around 400 employees by March 2025. Panasonic Energy stated that the Wakayama factory is critical to enhancing product quality and competitiveness. These cells have 5 times the capacity of its 2170 cylindrical batteries. The new battery format is expected to extend the driving range of electric vehicles with fewer cells in the same battery pack capacity. I'm excited that we are ready to start the mass production of the cutting-edge 4680 cells. This milestone is the result of years of expertise in cylindrical lithium-ion battery manufacturing. I'm confident it will significantly revolutionize the battery and EV industry. As we add the 4680 cell to our lineup, we'll cater to a broader range of needs, further promoting the use of EVs and advancing our mission of fostering a sustainable society. Of course, great news for the EV industry, great news for Tesla, because despite Tesla working on various problems or trying to solve various problems, it has always said the same thing. If suppliers or partners can figure it out and can supply us with those solutions, then it's better that we do it that way. We do not want to take everything on us. The battery side, of course, Tesla will continue to do their own thing as well, but it's always great to get folks like Panasonic on board and supply them with even more batteries, because you don't want to be supply constrained, especially not if 2025 is the year of the Model Y refresh and next generation vehicles. The fact that you're going to have your own supply plus the ones from Panasonic, in my opinion, is going to be a big plus, because then you can ramp up extremely quickly. So great news on that front. Last thing here is, of course, the graph. As we can see, we are still now above that downtrend line. We are also now still above the 50 and the 20-day moving average. The 200-day one sits at $206.6. RSI is still pretty neutral. Let's try and continue that base here from the last couple of weeks. Of course, we've had some volatility, right? We've got some volatility, especially last week. I mean, at one point we were closer to $240 and we managed to finish the week down, so $215 or so. So let's see what happens coming days. We've got also a CPI print, so that could affect the market. Anyways, that's all I've got for you right now in this Tesla weekly episode. China is doing very well. Big European countries for Tesla, not so much. Good news with regards to the battery. I mean, for Tesla, of course, what comes next is the most important, in my opinion. October, next earnings report, 1010 event, new FSD updates, etc. Next year, new models, Cybertruck ramping up, becoming profitable, Tesla Semi. I mean, there is still a lot going on with Tesla, don't get me wrong. So it really is what's next. What's next? And what's next is quite exciting. That's just my opinion. Of course, lots of you will disagree. It's so super expensive. Elon lost the plot, etc. Fine. Don't buy the stock. It's really that simple. Anyways, that's all I've got for you right now. Like, subscribe, do all of that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.